Recording started. So yes, again. So your resume will be not perfect in one go. Okay, it required multiple changes. Okay. So yesterday I have added this part new, right, for my current company, which is like not looking good. I have to again work on it. I have to again update it. Okay. So I will be adding some more points here. As of now, I've just added 3 line project discussion, right? It should be at least 5 line the project discussion, or you can say a summary of project, 4 to 5 line. Then roles and responsibility I will be adding again. I forgot what all things I have worked on. So like daily you will be working on, at least if you are working on one new thing in one week also, it will be huge, right? So it is like kind of ongoing process. Okay, what all things you have worked, and just add that. Okay, so that's what it is. The resume building part. Skill summary is also good. Right, it's very easy. You can create them right now. At least you know, right, what is cloud platform where you are working, right? At least you know what is infrastructure automation, right? What all um, script we can use for infrastructure automation, correct? Source code also, you know, right, what is source code, right? So you can write something about source code, right? How, what all thing, or what source code you used, right? Your DevOps repository you have used. So if you have used one source code repository, it is same for all others also, right? Little bit interface will be changed. Otherwise, basic working is same. Okay, it's like you are riding a bus from different company, right? There are buses from Tata, there are buses from um, other BMW or Mercedes also, but you will feel the difference. Just but at the end the functioning is same. They will have engine, they will have tires and all those things, like in layman if you say, correct? So, and also in the other word, if you know driving of one car, you can drive others also. So initially you will feel little bit hiccups, but it will be settled down once you just use for 3 4 days, right? So, okay, any questions here till here?
No, Vikash.
Okay. Azure DevOps Jenkins support. So try building one part. Okay, don't try to complete your resume in one go. Okay, right now you are clear about this. Try building this part. Okay, at least something is good in your resume, right? Who knows if that person is going to skill summary and he's selecting your resume, correct?
Okay.
Yeah. So resume we will not take more time today. If anyone have some special ask, please forward me your resume. We will review yours and we will let you know what all changes are required. Okay. Okay, so resume content is done. ESI portal is also done. Terraform I wanted to discuss, but I have not started Terraform, right? We have to go,
ईएसआई पोर्टल हो गया क्या?
मिस कर गए.
अरे यार वो कुछ पीटू आ गया.
कोई नहीं, मैंने लिंक भेज दिया है, लॉगिन करो, खुद समझ में आ जाएगा क्या है, ठीक है?
एक बार ऊपर से दिखा दो बस.
वो ऑफिस आईडी से लॉगिन होता है.
अच्छा.
I'm recording start. Okay, no problem. It's easy. Okay, ESI portal is basically where you can schedule your like you can keep some exam like practice test is there from Microsoft
कल
104.
वो ना जिसमें आप फ्री दे सकते हो एग्जाम.
हाँ, एग्जाम भी फ्री दे सकते हो
कल
एंड एग्जाम प्रैक्टिस भी कर सकते हो.
कल दिया मैंने 564 ही आया.
That's fine. Were you practicing or were you like giving a real time exam?
आई टुक जस्ट द डंप्स फ्रॉम द ऑनलाइन.
Yes, yes, that's what. That is good. Practice for 3 4. Okay, 3 4 days just practice at least, or practice for 1 week. Then you go to your this what you call real time exam. Okay, 564 is good.
क्वेश्चन क्वेश्चन ही पल्ले नहीं पड़े वहां पे.
It's fine. That's okay. You have not completed all the topics of 104, so that's fine.
ट्वाइस आई गेव एग्जाम.
Hmm?
2 बार दे दिया ऑलरेडी.
No problem. That's okay. Okay, let's go to again. Anyone has attended any interview who wanted to volunteer in last week? No one? Basically,
No,
no.
sir.
Okay, no
No, sir.
problem. Mhm, that's fine. No problem. Okay. I think Vivek has forwarded me some interview questions. Vivek, can you just uh, send that file here in
ARM
chat?
Azure Resource Manager क्या होता है?
ARM template is Azure Resource Manager, Baba.
हाँ, वही वही क्या होता है? कैसे? How do you use it? How do you make sure like between two virtual networks an IP is flowing or not?
I'm not getting your question. You're missing something.
Like how do you make sure the communication is happening? Like how do you monitor that?
Mhm. Okay. So, yes, we have not done the testing here, but we have gone through how to test it, right? How will you able to do? Network monitor is there one, okay. But apart from that, you can create a virtual machine in different, two different virtual network. You can test it, right? It is happening or not communication.
How many what versions of Windows we have in like virtually? What all versions of Windows we have?
Mhm. Take a poll, answer. What all version of Windows Server are available on Azure? Anyone would like to answer that question? That is easy question.
मैं उसको Windows 10 बता दिया, Windows 11 बता दिया।
That is also available. That was not a wrong
वो
answer.
सुनने नहीं सुनने को तैयार ही नहीं था वो। That was 2016, 2019.
Okay,
That was
let's create a virtual machine. That's fine. There will be some interviewer who will not listen to you. So he was saying Windows this is not available. 16, Windows 10, Windows 11 are not there. So Windows 10 and Windows 11 will call it as client. Okay, and these all are we call it as server. 16, 19, and 22. Okay, so yes, Windows Server you can see this many things are there, right? 22 is the latest. They will moving to 22 very soon, and inside 22 also you are having so many different. Okay, then you have Windows Server version 20 H2 with containers, right? 2019 data center generation 1 and generation 2. Then you are having 2019 64-bit generation 1 and generation 2 small disk. So basically Windows 10, Windows 11, Windows Server 2016, Windows Server 2019, and Windows Server 2022. Okay, all of them will come with generation 1 and generation 2. There will be some difference in generation 1 and generation 2. Just look for that and let me know what is the difference.
uh, during the Microsoft one, they were asking about the basics.
Hmm.
Like they will start with the basics.
Yes, they wanted your basics to get clear
Yeah.
because you.
What is the three fundamentals of Azure?
Mhm. What is three fundamental of Azure?
That then he was telling the answers also. IAS, PAS, SAS,
No, it was a question to everyone. No one has answered.
and also there was many questions. 50 minutes interview was there. It was basics also. Like he started from the basics. Like you got to know your fundamentals.
Mhm. Okay, so when was it?
ये तो चलता ही रहता है सर। ये था 16 तारीख को, नहीं 30 तारीख, नहीं नहीं
Mhm.
30 को था।
Okay, that's great. 40 minute you took. They took interview for 40 minutes.
क्या सर?
They took interview for 40 minutes.
नो नो 55 minutes.
55 minutes. Great. Very nice. How you rate yourself, your performance?
Not good. They were
not.
asking fundamentals like जो उन्होंने बेसिक्स क्वेश्चन पूछे वो मेरे
Mhm.
को समझ ही नहीं, वो जो सब वो पूछ रहा है मेरे से कि ये तीन स्तंभ क्या होते हैं इसके, like what are the three. I hope everyone understands हिंदी है, सिर्फ हिंदी वाले ही
No.
है, सिर्फ प्रदीप को
हाँ
समझ।
सर।
सही भाई.
तो like what are the three stumps of Azure fundamentals?
Mhm.
They will start from the very basics. और भी है, और भी बहुत क्वेश्चंस है क्या।
Okay, so yeah, again, it's the first class only. It has the question, right? Microsoft is providing three services, correct? So it's like how it's not like you don't know anything. It's like how you're taking that question, Akshay. Okay, you
Well,
ask three
basically, to
questions.
sir, what you told about the introduction,
Hmm.
that is the most important thing. Like the introduction that you give,
Mhm.
make sure it is for 5 to 7 minutes. The introduction, that is very important, and you have to make sure the interviewer asks the questions among those 7 minutes that you have told, not the one he has already made questions.
We have already discussed this, right? So yes, you have to give him questions to ask. No one wanted to use their brain, right? Because it is extra work for them. If someone is assigned to take an interview, that is extra from his work hour. Okay, he has to work 8 hours, then after that also he has to take one interview. In most of the cases, it is like that. No one wanted to take interview. Okay, it's not a good job. So that's why give him question, make his life easier. That 1 hour you try to drive yourself. Like it should be looking like that you are driving the interview, not the person who is taking your interview, right? So you have to give him multiple options, right? We have already discussed this in last week, right? How you will explain him, right? How will you give him multiple options, correct? Go through that video multiple times and prepare for it. It will really help you. Okay. We have already discussed, give your introduction around 5 minutes, 5 to 6 minutes. Take little bit pause in between. Give the interviewer a time. If you wanted to ask some question, give him 2 to 3 seconds. If he is not asking, you just start for the next thing, okay? And keep going. So it just try to like, have you people given any speeches? Like most of people have given speeches, right, in school, college, or even class at least. We used to start speaking and we used to continue it for 5 minutes or 10 minutes or at the end, right? Uh, till the time clapping happened. After that, we leave and go. Same thing here also, but you have to just keep 2 3 second timing for them. Okay, just write it in paragraph, give 2 3 seconds, start with next paragraph. If he is asking, it is fine. If not, just go to next paragraph and just tell. Okay, and go slowly. Don't go in full speed. Okay, it's not like what you call what is going very speedily. It's not like term and condition and you have to click on it like that. Go through railway announcement. Okay, train number this and this will be coming on platform number 3, so that everyone will understand. Okay, don't make it like
Actually, because I am
yes.
having this problem. Whenever I start, I continuously talking about that topic. I never stop, never pause myself to ask any question to me. I am taking like see, I am trying to speak continuously.
That's
This is
fine.
problem. For me.
No problem. That's fine. It's like human brain can be trained, right? It can be trained to any situation, right? So
It
just try
shows
to.
you have a confusion about the topic which you are trying to explain.
Mhm. Not
Yeah,
getting
I
you.
know that the interviewer should think like that. The person who are talking about this topic don't have the full confidence over the topic. That's why he trying to explain what he has in their mind.
Yes, that's why. So don't try to run away from them. You will never get a chance. You just wanted to associate with them, right? So it's like okay. Again, we all are like in 30s and 20 and 30s here, right? So let's say you like some girl, what you will do? You will give her time, right? If you wanted to be with her, it's the same case here also. You wanted to work with that person who is taking your interview, right? Give him time. Try to understand what he is looking for, right? And try to give him that, okay, that quality is inside you only, right? So let's say he's looking for a person who is good in DevOps, right? So try to talk something more about DevOps. Whatever things you know about DevOps, just like vomit everything there for the DevOps, right? So it is like that kind, right? If you like someone in college, from first year only you start, and some people will be there till last year. They will be trying, and here you are not like trying for 1 hour also. That is bad, right? So don't try to run. If you don't know, this is our uh, like human behavior, that we'll try to run from that topic. Okay, so just say a simple thing: sorry sir, I don't know this topic, I will let you know next time. Okay, I will prepare on it. Okay, or at the end you can ask him, okay sir, you asked this question, can you please explain, if you can explain me, like that, correct? So yes,
HTTP और HTTPS में क्या फर्क रहता है? Like
this is very easy, everyone should answer this question.
बाइंडिंग बाइंडिंग में जो रहता है बेस्टियन होस्ट क्या रहता है, और डिफरेंट टाइप ऑफ हॉट कूल.
We have discussed about, okay. Let's answer. Let's go one by one. So you give three questions.
HTTP is basically used to establish the connection over the internet.
Mhm.
When we connect our database to the server, we use the HTTP.
Okay, so what is difference between HTTP and HTTPS? So you have given correct answer. What is it? What it is used for, right? What is difference between HTTP and HTTPS?
सर मुझे
Anyone?
भूल जाएगा, मैं भूल जाएगा, मैं भूल याद कर रहा हूँ ये लोड बैलेंसर.
Load bal-
How do you configure load balancer to
Load balancer we have
distribute
not discussed here. So yes, we
distribute
will
the
go
load?
through it. Hmm. Okay. Anyone else wanted to answer HTTP and HTTPS? It's very easy question, right? One is secure, one is one unsecure. Port number for HTTP is 80. Port number for HTTPS is 443. At least you can answer this maps, right?
The question was also like how is it secure? Like what makes
Yes,
it secure?
that's correct. How makes it secure? You have to configure certificates, right? Client certificates.
Yeah.
That's how it make it secure. So that certification, then they can ask you, okay, what all steps are there for your certification verification? I told you last time
Point,
only this
point to site.
question. Yes, not point to site.
Mm-hmm.
There are handshake is happening, right? Whenever you try to access some website, a handshake will happen, right? Okay, let's HTTPS handshake. Where am I? HTTPS handshake. So when we are trying to access any secure website, this all things will happen, right? Client, this is you, and this is your server, right? What is SYN? They have not given any more details, like why they have used this short form, right? So, yes, basically they will just say think and they will acknowledge it. Okay, they will acknowledge back. Then the client will say hello. Then server hello certificate. Server will send one certificate. Okay. Then client key exchange. Okay, client will also send some certificate to him. Okay, one certificate is sent like it's kind of ID. Okay, you are saying okay, I am from, this is my ID and all those things. Same way server says, okay, this is my ID. They both will make some trust, because this certificate which will be installed here will be managed by some authority, okay, and they will give, okay, this if it this certificate is like from GoDaddy or any other certificate provider, they will have some ID, right? They will have some unique ID. That's what will be exchanged between the client, that is you, and the server. That's how your like HTTPS will be secured. These all things is not happening in HTTP. Okay, they don't have the certificate installed. So if you try to go to any website which is just HTTP, you will get a error message saying that okay, warning message, basically this website is not secure. Correct. So these all are the easy one, right? You must have learned this also in colleges. Okay, what all the transaction is happening. I still remember that we have gone through this. Okay, so go through this. What all things is occurring, right? First, client say hello message, then server hello message, authentication, right? Then secret, private key used, session created, right? Client is ready, server is ready, your secure connection is done. Now run, correct? This is the 9 steps, right? TLS handshake, and there is one more, all TLS handshake, right? If you're searching a job in IT sector, that too as an administrator, you have to, these are the basic questions which you have to at least get ready for, apart from what we are doing, right? Asked you to prepare for OSI layer, right? There may be a question in OSI layer. They can ask you what is OSI layer, correct? So when they are asking you for load balancer, you can pitch in, okay, sir, this is work, the load balancer can work in layer 4 or layer 8, right? Then they may ask you a question, okay, what is OSI layer? Can you explain me? That is easy one for you, right? To get prepared for this TLS and SSL certificates.
Sir, what is the hierarchy we follow in Azure?
Okay, that's fine. Hierarchy means in what sense?
What, sir?
Hierarchy.
हायरार्की इन द सेंस जब आप आईडी बनाते हो तो
Mhm.
उससे लेके एंड तक जब तक आपका रिसोर्स बनता है वो हायरार्की क्या है?
Okay, we have discussed about this, right? Management group, subscription resource group, and resource. Is it that?
वैसा ही कुछ.
Hmm. Someone is running some video.
क्या सर?
Someone was going through some video. Okay, what else interview questions? What else you said? One was the
बेस्टिन होस्ट क्या होता है?
we have not discussed about Bastion host. It's like
बताया तो है.
RDP. It's like we have first connecting through RDP, right? So same thing can be done over HTTPS, that is port 443 over internet. Bastion host will allow you to connect to any machine. Okay, so that's fine. I don't. Okay, what was the question again? One more. There are three, four questions, right? Okay, let's go in hierarchical. We don't go here and there again. Okay. So if you all can see my screen, there is a sheet, right, which has some questions, right? There are some 30 questions here. Okay. So let's discuss about that. Okay. Virtual machine and virtual network creation step. Who all can answer? Can you raise your hand? Who all can answer your question, like this question? I just wanted to see.
Yes, because what was the question?
Okay, 1 minute. I'm coming there. So yes. Where am I?
एक और क्वेश्चन बताऊं?
बोलो 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 बोलो.
Like using the script,
Mhm.
how do you create multiple virtual machines?
Yes, that's correct. We have discussed about it, I guess, once at least. If not,
And
let's.
what script do you use in office, like while
Hmm.
working?
That's why we are learning Azure CLI, PowerShell, and Terraform, right? So that we can say, I know all these three scripts, right? In my office, I'm using CLI kind of that. That's what we are trying to achieve here, right? So yes, we can see there are lots of familiar questions being asked, right? Whatever we have gone through in class. So hope you all are able to see my this screen, correct?
Yes, Vikas.
Questions where I'm like 30 questions are there in one page, right? So yes, what all are the steps for virtual machine creation? Who all can answer this question? Good. Anyone else who can answer this question?
First, we need subscription.
I just asked like who all can answer. No need to answer here. Just raise your hand if you are able to answer.
Yes, I can. I can raise my hand.
There is one option called raise hand, right? In your meeting. Okay. So yes, Alok, Kunal, Pradeep, Vivek, Akshay, Vishal, Alok have raised hands. Great, right? Pradeep, can you answer this question? We have not heard from you from long back.
Not fully known, but
Yes, try to answer. It's not a real time interview, right? But yes, try to answer. What all steps are there to create a virtual machine?
need a subscription, the
Mm-hmm.
name, name,
Mm-hmm.
uh, then we have to check the this one OS,
Mm-hmm.
then Edge,
Sorry.
Edge. I think this one VM name.
Anything else you need? Let's go to Vishal. Can you add some point, Vishal, there after Pradeep?
सर एक और क्वेश्चन है
That
सर
पिंक कर दो, पिंक कर दो, चैट में पिंक करो.
अरे चेक लिखना पड़ेगा यार
बोलो अच्छा क्या क्वेश्चन है.
ये अगर आप डेटा सेंटर से अब
हम्म.
आपको माइग्रेट करना है towards Azure cloud, what are the prerequisites that you have to keep in mind?
We have discussed this question in details last week, right? Migration strategy. It is the same question but in different way, which Pawan has asked last day. Vishal, can you take forward the question step after Pradeep?
Yes, because I didn't get what Pradeep told just now.
Okay, no
We
problem.
can
You can
start
start
from
from.
beginning.
Yeah, yes, sir, no problem.
First of all, we have to sign in our portal, Azure portal. Then we have to choose our resource group, or we can create a resource group. Uh,
Okay.
then we can have our subscriptions, and then we can select the image of a VM. We can select the location,
Okay.
and apart from we can add disks to our VMs.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, we have the inbound port or outbound port.
Correct.
And getting that there.
Yeah, at least you have given 10 points, right? Alok or Ajit, you want to add something on Vishal?
Yes, yes, because
Yes, sir.
I want after last point which Vishal has said, I have to add the username and password.
Okay, good catch.
What for that? I don't.
Okay, Alok, you want to add something?
Yes, sir. We will go to the Azure portal, sir. Then we have the subscription. We will
Mm-hmm.
select we will go to the home page. We will select create a resource, virtual machine. In that, sir, we will select the resource group, then username, location. Uh, then we can add tags and size.
Correct. Tag and size you added new. What is new?
Yes, sir.
Yes, yes, go ahead. You are going correct.
Then we will go to the tag, sir. If we want to add any tag, we can add that. Then we will review the virtual machine and we can create that.
Okay. Anyone else wanted to add something? Yes,
Because
Vishal, go ahead.
we can also assign a virtual network if the network is existing to our VM, so that we can connect it.
That's correct. That was the most important part which we missed out, right? We need virtual network and virtual subnet, right?
Yes.
So That's what, like, I'm pretty sure that no one of you has just taken a time and written it properly, right? Have you? If you have written also, have you gone through it again? Please go through it. You will find lots of things, right? And this is the easiest question. If you get this question, you think that you have to crack this interview because you have got the easiest question. You have to mark, like, get 100 out of 100, right? There is lots of thing in that. You start with subscription. You start with resource group. You go with uh, that username and password. You go with different provider of like operating system, right? You go with sizing. You go with location. You go with tag. You go with what else you have missed? You have missed the management thing part. Most of you have missed the monitoring part, right? Where you have to enable monitoring, like host diagnostic, boot diagnostic. Those things no one has talked about, right? So if you are talking about those things, that makes you like, okay, you are working on real-time environment. That's why you enabled host diagnostic or boot diagnostic. No one enabled these things when they are working on lab, right? Tag. What is tag? Maybe there will be a question, right? Virtual network, subnet. How you manage your virtual network? How you manage subnet? There can be a question. Okay, how, what all things you have done in networking, right? So there is a lot. If they have asked you what are the steps for virtual machine, right? Again, it was not bad, but yes, you have to work a little bit more. Okay, Pradeep, you have to also work a little bit more on this.
Sure.
Okay, so virtual network creation. What all things is required to create a virtual network? Who all wanted to answer? Raise your hand.
How do you create container from blob storage?
Yeah, I got your details. So, yep. Let them prepare for basic question, Akshay. You are at one step, not one step, two, three step away from them.
अब वो पूछते ही यही है तो क्या करूं?
No, they will ask basic question also, Akshay. Okay.
वो मेरा एक्सपीरियंस देखता है ना.
That's what you are. You must be showing 6 year, right? In CJ, you have completed 6 year around.
No. Yeah, she's 6 years, but I'll tell them I have done 2 years only.
Okay, that's fine.
6 साल बोल दूंगा वो तो फिर मेरे से आर्किटेक्चर का लेवल पूछेगा, आर्किटेक्ट लेवल के क्वेश्चन.
That's fine. That's fine. Okay. So yes, virtual network. No one wanted to take this question. Anyone wanted to answer virtual network? What all steps are there for virtual network creation? Akshay, you wanted to answer?
Hello, Vikas.
Yes, Ajit.
Virtual network is also having the same step when we creating a virtual machine.
Have you not created a virtual network separately?
I have created,
Hmm.
but I'm seeing that where I'm getting the I have to cross check the subscription and as well as the name of our virtual machine and address space. These are the point while we creating a new virtual machine network.
So you have two, three
It
extra
also
step,
has
right?
subnets.
I think the subnet name, I think.
That's correct. So CID, yeah, that is address space, then subnet, right? At least you should have answered that, right? Location, subscription resource group location, then address space, then subnet address space. Okay, peering or anything if you wanted to do that all, right? So it's easy, right? What all step for virtual network? Please take a note of that. Load balancer and this we have not gone through site recovery, not NSG. Okay, what is NSG and what all things we can do using NSG? Not getting
Yes,
answer.
because
Yeah.
Hmm.
it's a security group. We can apply to subnets.
It's
Mhm.
set of inbound and outbound rules that can be applied on the
Wait, wait,
NIC
wait.
level as well as the subnet
Wait,
level.
wait. Wait, Akshay. Okay. So, yes, please raise everyone hand who all wanted to answer this question. That's fine. Yeah. Alok, Vishal, Ajit, you want to answer this question? Kunal, Pradeep,
Yes, sir.
Vivek.
Yes, sir.
Mhm. Vivek, Pradeep, no?
The network security group, I think there's some sort of.
Hmm. Pradeep, I'm not getting you. I'm not sure if it is same network you are attending while attending interview also, then it's very bad. You have to change your network first because I'm having difficulty. Not just me, everyone is having difficulty hearing you. So yes, either speak little bit loudly or just change the network if there is connectivity problem.
Yeah, one minute.
Mhm. And I can see you have joined twice. Why is it so?
This is some network issue. I logged in laptop. Now it's not hearing properly. So logged in this one. But
Okay, okay, no problem. That's fine. You can resolve that issue. Vishal, Alok, I can see they have raised their hand. Who can answer
Yes, sir.
NSG in better way? Okay, let's go with Alok. Try to answer it in like take your time and
NSG, sir.
answer. Hmm.
NSG stands for, sir, Network Security Group. It has a
Mm-hmm.
list of ACL, which is Access Control List,
Mm-hmm. Okay,
which either allows or denies, sir, network traffic to subnet,
correct. Okay,
or NIC, sir, Network Interface Card,
that's also correct.
uh, which is connected to the subnet or both.
Yes, so that is also correct. Okay.
When NSG, sir, is linked with subnet,
Mm-hmm.
the access control list applied to the virtual machine, sir.
Okay. Just virtual machine or all of the resources in that
Oh, yes,
subnet?
sir. Virtual machine in that subnet, sir.
Okay. Not just virtual machine. Like if there is any NSG which is applied to a subnet, it will just allow the access control or the port which is allowed there. Okay, so it can be any resource, not just only virtual machine. Okay,
Yes.
they will not say what all resources are inside, but it will check, okay, what all port is allowed. Okay, Vishal, you wanted to add something? There is still some more thing pending for NSG.
Yes, yes, because
Yes, yes.
uh, an SGV can be applied to subnets, but two
Hmm.
NSC can be applied to a single subnet. It
That's
means
correct.
there will be conflict. Uh, and I want to add one, two more points
Mm-hmm.
that NSC can be applied to multiple subnet,
Mm-hmm.
but it's vice versa. Like one subnet only have one NSG.
That's correct.
Uh, it means that will be unique for one subnet. There will be one
Yes.
NSG.
Okay. So when I'm asking any question here, like those who are not talking or those who are not getting time to answer, please write this question. Please take a notebook and pen on Friday at least. Okay. When I'm asking some question, just write that NSG. Okay, and write points. Okay, on your notebook, whatever is coming in your mind. Okay. In this way, we can prepare in much better. Okay. So whatever question we are asking here, just take a note of that question and write 3 4 points and talk about it in here. Okay. Ajit, you wanted to add anything in NSG? There is one important thing pending, or we'll move to Akshadhar, the top leader, because we don't see Tony today, we don't see Pawan today.
Uh, what point already you have told?
Okay, we are not listening properly then.
Yes, I unable to listen.
Okay, that's fine, no problem. What I was saying is, Ajit, what I was saying, yes, NSG. Okay, leave it. Akshay, sir, you wanted to add something on NSG? We'll come to you, Ajit. No, don't worry.
Simply because we can say it will allow which type of traffic it will allow or deny.
Okay, I wanted to block internet access to a virtual machine. Can I do it?
Internet access, any specific URL or whole internet access?
Whole internet access of your virtual machine. Let's say you have created a virtual machine and you wanted to block outside internet access from that virtual machine, like for that virtual machine. Will you able to do that? And
Yes,
how
we
you
can. Through the help of energy, we restrict our virtual machine network.
internet access? Yes, we can restrict that. But what is the that service called?
Outbound port.
No, not with outbound port. We have gone through service tag, right? Vivek, have you gone through service tag? We have options for service tag also, right? We have discussed about service tag also, correct? Let's say we wanted to allow access for some storage account to one subnet. We can use service tag, correct? We have discussed about service tag. So it was a very good discussion on NSG. We got lots of input on that, but yeah, we have missed service tag, correct? 1 minute. This is one call. Okay, did you people got any more points on NSG? Okay, that's more than enough for NSG. Let's discuss about net zero subnet. We will discuss NIC card. So yes, NSG can be applied to NIC or subnet level, correct? High availability. Okay, let's talk about question 15, high availability.
Vikas, can you talk about the NIC card? I don't understand the word.
Network interface card, Ajit, like any virtual machine you
What?
create, it will have a NIC, right? Installed to it, attached to it, NIC card, a virtual NIC, right? It's kind of by name itself. We have, you remember the picture, right, where we are having a virtual network and our virtual network, like virtual machine is connected to that virtual virtual machine is connected to that virtual network with the subnet. So what is the
Mm-hmm.
interface? That network interface is the one, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I was asking.
Okay.
Okay. Anyone else has anything? Okay. Yes. High
Vikas,
availability.
are you asking something?
Yes, high availability. I'm asking who all can answer high availability. Take a pen and paper, write something down, and then raise your hand again. High availability. Pradeep, Vivek,
Hello. Hey,
Ajit.
Vikas.
Yes, Ajit.
Uh, when we uses our data center,
Mm-hmm.
hability is coming from the data center, where different sections are over there, and where we store our data. There are the three or five section inside our data center, where we store our data and sorry, and transfer every data to each of the section. It is basically used when one of the section of the data center is not working, or it is it is not working properly, it is not available, then
That
other
is
section of the
a
data
okay.
center which allow me to access that data. uh,
That is generic answer. Ajit will not accept in interview. So yeah, anyone else wanted to take that question? Vishal, do you want to answer?
Submitting a SLA,
Yes, Pradeep.
submitting a SLA requirements as per the.
Not, not getting what you are asking.
I will ping you.
Vishal, you want to answer that question?
Yes, because one may say it's a group of server, or it's a cluster of server that
Mhm.
provides a continuous service. Uh, in a layman language, we can say, if one can fail to fetch our service from one server, we
Mhm.
can get from another server, like that.
Mhm. That's correct. That is the definition of high availability, right? So how we can achieve it in Azure?
Uh, First of all, while uh, uh, in a region we in a region,
Mhm.
there are options of availability zone.
Okay.
uh, in a single region there may be maximum 3 availability zone, I think that's
Okay.
in case of one zone failure, we can have access of another zone.
Mhm.
uh, um, uh,
Yes.
in this way we can get our service in a smoother way.
So that's right. So yes, Ajit, you just add availability zone. Okay, I don't try to generalize this, but yes, the answer should be like this. Okay, it's like okay, we will distribute our resources within multiple availability zone, right? So then maybe he will ask what is availability zone, right? So then you can explain the availability zone, right? It's like within one region, Azure is having different data centers, right? And those data centers are separated with power, cooling, fan, internet, and all those things, right?
yes, because I have
Okay,
to I have to mention that, and
that's correct. So
I
you have
know
to.
that I haven't explained this topic in a proper manner. That's why
Yes,
you don't understand properly what I want to try.
I understand correctly what you are trying to say. What I am saying is you have to answer it in technical words, okay?
Okay, okay.
Whatever you
Yes.
are saying is the correct thing, but yes, you have to answer it in technical way. You cannot say, okay, like, okay,
Yeah,
this
I
is correct.
generalized the topic.
That's correct. So, okay, so that is your availability zone. Availability set, can anyone want to answer? Or can anyone answer? No. Okay, that is also fine. Availability set comes inside your, we have talked about this, right? Inside a zone, there is availability set, right? Then we have also discussed a minimum number of three resources is required to avoid single point of failure. You can add that point also here in high availability, right? Then you can also add region pair, correct? Okay, so
Can you,
that's
because can you elaborate the term availability set? I'm not getting the
please
point.
please go through. I think first or second day class availability set is there. Like how availability zone is there in a region, availability set is there in a availability zone. Inside one availability zone, you will be having multiple availability set.
What are the main role which the ability set play in the Azure portal?
Same thing, what availability zone plays, but that is at lower level.
Okay.
Okay, so yes, difference between fault domain and subdomain, and that is part of this. Okay, question number 18. Difference between public, private, and hybrid cloud with example. What is public? What is private? What is hybrid cloud? Anyone wanted to take this answer, this question? Please raise hands.
Hello, hello,
Hmm.
Vikas.
Yes, yes.
Uh, public.
Ajit, wait, Ajit. Let
Okay, okay,
everyone
okay.
raise the hand. Yeah, we'll ask. Yes. Vivek, you don't have answer for this? I don't see any hand raised for you. I don't see Akshadar. Maybe he got into P2, I guess, again.
बताइए बताइए सर.
Hmm. I asked you two, three questions. You were not listening.
हमको नरेंद्र कॉल करना.
कोई बात नहीं. Okay. So I got three hand raised for this. I think Alok also raised hand, right? For this difference between public, private, and hybrid cloud. Okay, let's give Pradeep a chance again. Pradeep, can you try to explain public, private, and hybrid cloud?
Public cloud means the resources which are available to the public.
I'm not
And
able to hear you clearly, Pradeep.
hello, Vikas, can you hear me now?
Yes, yes. Please go ahead.
The public cloud means the resources which are available to the public with free of cost.
No,
And,
it's not. It's wrong.
and private means suppose we have in on-premise.
No, that is wrong. Okay, no problem, Pradeep. Please go through this once again. Who is next? Was it Ajit? Would you like to add something? Okay, Pradeep, thank you. Let's go to Ajit. Just explain
When
me public.
everything is built on the cloud provider,
Okay, that is
this is a public cloud.
okay.
When everything is built inside the companies, that is
Mm-hmm.
the private. Companies having the separate database to work there. That is the private cloud where the all the data are totally secure inside their working atmosphere. And hybrid
Okay.
is a combination of the public and private.
Okay, it's not 100% correct, but yes, you are going. You have to again work on little bit technical words you have to get. Okay, I think Vishal was next. Vishal, you want to take?
Yes, because
Mm-hmm.
public cloud, one may say it's a cloud computing that uh, any organization can share its feature.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, when we compare to private is dedicated to any specific organization,
Mm-hmm.
uh, and hybrid is a combination of public and private. One may say the basic difference is that in public cloud, any organization means anyone can access any thing.
Mm-hmm.
But private, in case of private, there are securities that any specific organization can go through their any data access or whatever maybe.
Public cloud is basically when the server is available for everyone, anyone can access this that server. That server
No,
is called the
no,
public
no,
for
no, no,
everyone.
no, wrong, wrong answer. Okay, Akshay, you wanted to add something on this public, private, and hybrid cloud.
मेरे से पूछ रहे हो क्या?
ऐड करो पब्लिक, प्राइवेट और हाइब्रिड क्लाउड में.
क्या 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 क्वेश्चन है सर?
Difference between public, private, and hybrid cloud with examples.
पब्लिक, प्राइवेट एंड हाइब्रिड. पब्लिक जैसे प्राइवेट प्राइवेट क्लाउड हो गए, जैसे जो ये यूएस गवर्नमेंट के लिए है, चाइनीज गवर्नमेंट के लिए है.
No, you can say that those
Public
are also kind of one private cloud. Okay.
और जो हमको स्पेसिफिकली हम जिसमें ये वर्चुअल मशीन्स बनाते हैं, सब कुछ बनाते हैं, those
Uh-huh.
are that are part of the public cloud. But some part of public cloud which is not accessible to others, that is specifically be the which the US government and the Chinese government uses. That is like that comes into the private space. 1 second, sir. Narendra ka call.
Okay. So let me answer this question. Okay. You all
hello,
have.
because one more thing I want to add.
Yes. Go ahead.
Public cloud, best example of the public cloud is the Gmail.
No, that is a SaaS. That is not a public cloud. See
Oh,
what? Okay, let me
then
answer.
then go
Let
ahead.
me answer question. Yes, yes. Let me answer
Okay,
this
okay,
question.
just go ahead.
Yeah. So public cloud is like what you understand about a public space. Your bus stop or bus stand is a public place, right? Where anyone can go there and buy, right? So the Azure, where we are working now, is a public cloud. It's not that I am like opening my virtual machine for everyone. Public cloud is like it's a public shop where anyone can go there and buy. Okay, so that is a public cloud like AWS, Amazon, Google. All they are offering public offer. They are not saying it's private offering, right? It's public offering. I am able to, as a single person, even if I'm not working also, I can go there and I can buy something from that. That is a public cloud. Okay, it is open for everyone. Anyone can go there and create their resources. That is called public. Okay, it's not that I'm like uh, opening my resource to public. It's like anyone can come here and deploy their resources. That is called public cloud. Okay, doesn't matter. He's from India, he's from Pakistan, he's a Chinese or anyone. Okay, so that is the basic example of a public cloud, Azure public. So right now, what we are logging in is a Azure public cloud. Microsoft portal.azure.com is a website for public cloud. Okay. Then we have private cloud. Okay. So private cloud by name itself he knows, right? Everyone cannot go to canteen and buy goods, right? Only those who are having card, right? Or those who are working on military, they can only buy from canteen, right? That is a private shop, you can say, right? That is just dedicated for some set of people, or let's say just dedicated for only one person. That is called private, right? So it can be on premises also, private cloud. Like we can build our own private cloud, okay? Or even Microsoft can also provide a private cloud, like Akshay was saying, right? US government has a $10 billion agreement signed with Microsoft to host their data on Microsoft Azure. So Microsoft is building a complete data center just for US government. That is your private cloud, you can say, right? Okay, so China is not a private cloud. China, they are having separate set of rules for cloud. So for Azure China, we call it Azure China Public Cloud, right? So anyone can deploy in Azure China Public Cloud who is from China. Okay, or you can also deploy with some set of limitations. Okay, so that is not a private cloud. Private cloud is like it can be on cloud, like cloud provider can assign you some resources for you. Okay, let's say one rack is assigned to you, that can be a private for just you where you can deploy, or you can build your own private cloud from on top of your own data center. Okay, that also can be done. Okay, so that is there for the public. And then hybrid cloud. Hybrid model is not just public and private hybrid. Okay, it can be from on premises to cloud also. That is also a hybrid cloud. You are having something on premises. Let's say your database is running on premises and your application is running on cloud. That we call it hybrid cloud. Okay. Now is it clear to everyone? Public, private, and hybrid.
Yes, Vikas.
Okay. So yeah, let's end class today. And please, yes, from next Friday, please get ready with a pen and paper. Try to write it down. You will get lots of things there. Okay. So when you are writing, you will get so many things. Okay, okay, I missed this point, I missed this point, I missed this point, and then correct it if anyone is giving some correct answer. Okay. Okay. Prepare, practice, right, and then just present yourself in your interview. Okay. If no one has any question, we'll stop. We have 2 minutes. If anyone has any question, they can go ahead.
You haven't discussed the topic over the Terraform.
Yes, Terraform is a large topic. We drifted away from that. Akshadhar is also not this continuous here. So